So hello guys, Adav is back again in EduBytes channel. I have been seeing that most of you have been seeing the channel, viewing actually seeing my videos but are not subscribed. Please try to subscribe because your subscription is something which is a key and motivates to me to make a lot of videos. Yes, that's all guys. Just want to notify that. And so now we will be, seeing the vectors part 4. I have already uploaded the first 3 parts. This is actually the less than 10-minute series, which is actually being going on. I have already uploaded the, motion chapters. Now we are currently working on vectors. Vector is something which is a very interesting topic. Yeah, so let's get started right away in this part 4. So in the first part, in the first 3 parts, I've been, teaching vector basics in the first part. Please try to see that. Then vector representation, very useful, one of the key part to see. And vector resolution, very, I have explained that very, you know very understand, so that it will be able to be understood by many people. Vector resolution, please try to watch all of these videos, very very useful. So now let's get straight to very useful, again another useful topic known as vector addition. Very useful topic, vector addition. Please try to make most many use of this vector addition. They are used in many parts. So vector addition is, there are ways to, vector addition is basically adding the vectors in the component form and in the magnitude form or any form such that. Okay, so basically vector addition can be done in many ways. There are actually 3 ways to, do vector addition. So let's do the first way, first method for vector addition. For vector addition, that's the first method for vector addition. We basically, what we do is that's basically what's called as the triangle law of vector addition. So in this triangle law of vector addition, we are trying to, in the last 3 parts itself I have used this triangle law. Basically there are two vectors, and the resultant vector is the starting point where the vector starts and where the head ends. That is the starting point from the head. Okay, so from the tail to head, that that is exactly, um, you know that's the resultant vector alone I will do in a different color, so you can be able to, this is the resultant vector, the purple one. So basically, if this is the A vector and if this is B vector, the resultant is basically A plus B vector. For example, let the A vector be 3 I cap, let the B vector be 5 j cap. The resultant is basically 3 I cap plus 5 j cap. Very useful. Just simple addition. Simple addition with triangle law, very useful, easily understandable, right? So this is the first ever method for vector addition. Now let us discuss about the second method for vector addition. Second method of vector addition. In the next part, I will be teaching about the vector subtraction and radial forces. Please, you should also be able to tune in that. I will soon be uploading that video also. So, second method for vector addition, that is the parallelogram law. Parallelogram law. So, basically, if there is a vector and a b vector like this. Suppose the a vector is 3 I cap, the b vector is 2 I cap plus 5 j cap. This also you can actually, addition. This vector, we just replicate this vector. Replicate this vector, 2 I cap plus 5 j cap. No, this vector, we just replicate it the other side. Like, அப்படியே we'll just, recreate in the other side, and just same like that, we again recreate this 3 I cap. So basically, this should be also be 3 I cap. This should also be 2 I cap plus 5 j cap. So then you may ask, what is the resultant vector, teacher? So basically the resultant vector is basically where the both tails actually start from to both heads actually meeting from. This is the resultant vector. So that basically is a vector plus b vector, the same thing, a vector plus b vector. You may think this law is very useless because we already have the triangle law. Even I think the same. But someone called as Simon Stevens actually used this method for law of forces, for some forces calculation. That's the reason why this parallelogram law is used. Otherwise, you can use the vector addition formula. There is also another law which is called as the polygonal law. You just slide the vectors in such a way that they meet each other. I'm sorry. Maybe this. They may ask the resultant vector. So the resultant vector is basically it starts from here, from the tail to the head, where the final head, from the initial tail to the final head. This is the final vector. So this is something very useful. This is the third method actually. Third method. If this is A vector, this is B vector, C vector, D vector. The resultant is basically A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector. Same thing. Very same thing. Just adding. Just adding. Nothing is actually very complicated. Vector is a very useful, as a very easy, as I already said in the first part. You just need to understand it. Okay. So let's do a quick sum. Sum. So there is a vector like this. There is another vector like this. So you were asked to find the resultant vector. Resultant vector. So the resultant vector, so if this is 3 I cap, this is 6 I cap plus 10 j cap. What is the resultant vector? It's basically 9 I cap plus 10 j cap. Very easy, right? Simple addition. This is what is known as simple addition. Very simple, no? Very simple addition. So very important, very useful. Please understand all of this. So that's all with this webcast part for guys. If you all didn't subscribe, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please try to subscribe. Thank you, friends.